In this video, we're going to talk about the indirect object. So first off, make sure you've already watched the video dealing with the direct object. Otherwise, this won't make as much sense. So the indirect object. To define it, we will see that we are actually going to use the word direct object. So, indirect object describes recipient of direct object. Again, indirect object describes recipient of direct object. So to find the indirect object, we have to know, or we have to find the direct object first. You ready? Okay, he hit the ball to Mary. So to find the direct object, we have to look at the verb and say, what is the result of the verb? Well, he hit, and what was the result, or what did he hit? And that is the ball. So there's our direct object. We'll call that DO. And he hit the ball too. So remember that word recipient. Who is receiving the direct object? Here it is. There's the ball. Draw a little ball in the air. Mary. Mary is the indirect object because she is receiving the direct object, which in this case is the ball. Okay, in B, we have a little bit more of Mary going on. Mary sold Tom some lemonade. Now you may say, oh, look, this is so easy. Direct object, indirect object, one after another. But wait a second. Did Mary sell Tom? Did someone walk down the street and say, hey, I want some of Tom? And Mary said, okay, here is Mr. Tom. Of course not. That is because Mary was not selling Tom, but Mary was selling lemonade, which is the direct object. It's what she was verbing. So, who is the recipient of the lemonade? Ding, ding, ding. Aha. It is Tom, the indirect object. So always ask yourself, who is receiving the direct object? Let's try it with C. We have the teacher assigned Sally and Mike homework. What did the teacher assign? She assigned homework. Direct object. Who is the recipient? Who has to do homework over the weekend here? It is Sally and Mike. Both of them, they're indirect objects. So again, to find the indirect object, we must find the direct object and ask who is receiving the direct object.